well, I can't really say that because I don't have mine hooked up, but you'll like it.
I can't wait. I just can't wait for that receive, that quiet receive. That's really why I got it.
Yeah, that's, you know, by what Art and them guys say, they got a really nice receive on them, and boy, both you guys sounded good today.
Thank you. You too. You're 5'9". This is my non-bassy profile, 3K.
Yeah, it sounded real good, Doug. You were 10 over the last go around, so and you too, Dominic. Boy, you know you don't hear your guys' voices, and it's like starting all over again. You know how good that audio. You get used to hearing it, you know, and then you don't hear it for a while, then you come back on. Boys, they sound good.
Well, you're sounding marvelous.
Yeah, you're sounding good too. Actually, you sound a little different, but it sounds great.
Yeah, well, I didn't do anything. You know how things go sometimes. I don't know. I dusted stuff off once in a while. Maybe I bumped something.
Roger. So how's it going? How's everything going, man?
Oh, busier, you know what the old saying is, busier than the three-peckered billy goat.
He could be real busy, that guy.
Yeah, between work and doing stuff around the house, you know, keeping the maintenance on the yard and all that stuff, boy, just I don't know. I'm looking for retirement. I hate to wish my life away, but I think, and I said this last year, but I'm pretty sure that this will be it.
Yeah, Penny told me, she says, you don't have to cut the grass no more. She goes like this, and she went and hired a landscaper. She got a job, too, after 10 years of not working. She went back and got a job. She's going to school online. She's been a busy little bee.
Yeah, I could do that, but I'm too cheap. I like to save my money, I guess.
Yeah, I'm thinking that could have been a non-money too, but you know what? I don't like doing landscaping. Never did. And you know what? The grass cutting always landed on me for as long as I can remember. Well, Bill, it's good to hear you. Have you been listening on the weekends? Have you been, you know, whenever you're home, have you been putting the radio on and following?
No, I'll tell you what, Dominic, I haven't. The reason I'm really back on, my Wi-Fi system through my house, I had an older, I had an older setup, so I got a lot of, what her name is, that controls my lights and stuff. Well, I got so many on there, it was just too much for, the Wi-Fi to handle, so I put one of those mesh systems in, and I was getting everything set up well, I thought, well, I better, my radio's controlled by that, so here I turned it on and I couldn't get a signal to it, and I was like, no, and then you start wondering, did I lose all my settings, even my audio settings and stuff, and here I had some wiring wasn't connected right, so I finally got it squared away, and I'll tell you what, I think yesterday was the first I had this radio on for a few months.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, there's a couple of times we could have used your
assistance. What's up, Andy?
With, some Flex users wanting to set up their audio and or different problems they were having with the radio, and we figured you were the go-to guy, but we told them they had to wait till winter.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm the go-to guy, but I barely keep mine running.
Well, you're familiar with it, and you know quite a bit about it. I've heard you coach people.
Yeah, well, I've had it for so long, you do learn a little bit about it, but, I'm not in depth like some of those guys are.
I gotcha. I put myself on the waiting list for the Mercury II amp, or Mercury III amp. It's 12 months, they said. It could take up to 12 months. But hopefully there'll be less time than that. But I got myself on the waiting list. After the waiting list, they call you and ask you which one you want. Nowadays, they can build it, and they give you a longer warranty, or you can build it yourself and get a less warranty. So once that phone call comes in, I put my hat down, and then they'll build it, and just before they deliver it or ship it, they'll ask for the other half. That's where I am with that. And I think Doug already told you. Hey, Doug's had about an 8-week waiting list, Doug, for the ANAN?
They've been a little bit better. 6 to 8, they say. 6 to 8. And these guys are in our band pass below us.
I know, they're going to have to move. They'll hear us after a little while, I guess. Yeah, so 6 to 8 weeks for that. 12 months for the Mercury. And Mercury came out with an auto antenna tuner. I don't know if you heard.
No, I didn't hear. Yeah, it's years wait on that Mercury, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and ordered one. Only because I want to go with the, I don't want to have to tune anymore. I don't know what I would do with the ACOM, but I guess keep it as a standby.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Well, when I ordered my Doug, my non-Doug, they said 6 to 8, but it took 12 weeks for myself to get mine. But they, things may be better now, so you just play by ear,
Yep. So, sorry, I got a frog in my throat, ribbit. I had because I'm using a Mac in here, so I ordered a little i7 mini PC, and I have this Apollo audio interface bill that I don't use. I bought it and I never used it. It's a Thunderbolt 3 interface, and you process. Well, you can do it just like a regular audio interface and go into a DAW, or you can process the plugins right on the processor of the interface. So I'm gonna experiment with that. I'm gonna build a profile out on that this week when the PC gets here, and then the plan is to pump that into Thetis, use some of that multi-band compression in the CFC tools, and take it from there.
Yeah, I think you'll do real well with that, Doug. I think you're going to like it. That's what I did with mine. I bought one of those little mini i7. I think it's called a Beeline, if I'm not mistaken. I got it off of Amazon. And I'll tell you what, for a small computer, it's pretty well loaded. So it'll do 4K, everything. So it's pretty strong for small, dude.
Yeah, this one, what the hell is this one called? Let's see. It's an Intel NUC11, and I forgot what NUC stands for, the actual acronym, but it basically means mini computer. And it's an i7. It's got 16 gigs of RAM. You can upgrade it and do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, that's the same way. I think there's a radio in this one, and I got to look. I can't remember, but it was pretty decent.
Yeah, like I was telling Dom, it's gonna run Thetis. It's gonna run a little bit of audio software, and that's really it, and a logging program.
Yeah, that's like this new Wi-Fi system I put in this new router. I'm really pleased with it. I got everything set up. It's been working well. Right now, I have my Flex running on it, and I looked out and I checked it.
Dom, I'll be right back.
Latency is 1 nanosecond. I mean, that's it. I haven't seen it, any higher than that, so I'm very pleased with this.
And good morning, N4QNT. Hey, good to hear you, Bill.
All right, I'm back.
Well, it sounded good. That's just telling you, you don't hear your voice for a while, and you come on here and you listen to everybody's audio, and it's like all brand new again.
I know. I was just thinking that. I was sitting here listening to Doug and Dominic. And then you jumped in. It's like, oh yeah. I was just actually doing a quick shopping list for Doug. He asked about all the little goodies and gadgets to get the the pure signal going. So the Xtronics box, the cabling, the attenuator, all that stuff. So I was just finalizing. I got that sent off to him.
Hey, I'm back. KB2UKA.
And everything going on that. You love that thing.
I think Doug's back in. I just said he had to hold on 1 second, but go ahead and pick it up. I'm just finishing one more thing, and we'll jump right in. This is awesome. N4QNT.
Yep. I'm going to order all that stuff tomorrow, Art. I'm going to call HRO and just have them take my money and send it when it gets in.
Here's my money. Here's my money. Here's my card.
And good morning, Dom.
Good morning. Like, yeah, here's my card. Take my money and send that baby as soon as you can.
Yep, that's it. Well, the pieces that I need, Art says they should have in the next 2 weeks, so all that crap should be here before the radio gets here.
You talking about the pure signal stuff?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it'll still operate without that if you don't get that other stuff right away, but you can always put the pure signal on afterwards.
Yeah, well, I even read, if for some reason I don't have it in time, putting pure signal on actually does a little bit for it without it, but you need all that stuff.
Right. Yeah, well, you can put it on and it'll be pure signal in training.
Well, the thing is, the pure signal works for the internal PA. If you don't have an amp, so it would help a little.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so that's everything, Doug. And I know you're probably looking at my little notes there, but yeah, that Amphenol is the best. I mean, yeah, they're $50, but you can buy those $10 toys, those double barrel 259s, and they're gonna break or separate, but this is a porcelain interior. It's it's just a great PL double barrel, and it'll securely hold up the the electronics box coming out of the output of the amplifier.
Hey, real quick, guys, I talked to those guys now on 88, and they moved down to 79. So just to let you know, so we can watch on there and let W40 go.
All right, good. How many of those do I need, Art? 2?
No, just the one.
Okay, just one. And then I need the SMA for the attenuator, and then I need PL259 to BNC for the antenna connectors.
Yeah, well, I didn't put those on there, but that cable that you see, that cable that's BNC to SMA, that's to hook up the attenuator coming from the electronics box to the back of the ANAN. That's what's going to get the pure signal into the radio, or the sampling RF into the back of the ANAN. Now to hook up your regular antennas, yeah, I would grab some decent, good manufacturer brand, maybe Amphenol if you want, but the BNC to SO239, they have them. You can do it with a cable, or you can just do it where it's all one barrel. But that's to hook up all your other antennas and things like that.
Yep, I ordered those already. So I'm going to order one attenuator. I'm going to order one electronics box. I'm going to order one of these cables. And then how many of these SMA barrels do I need?
Yeah, they only come as a 3-pack. They're not expensive, but yeah, you're only going to use one of them, but yeah, you'll have extra just in case.
Oh, you need one of every kind, maybe 2.
Yes, of course. More is better. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. I ordered, got them SDRs. I'm like, oh man, I need the female on this end.
Yeah, they're all different. Like, the Sun uses the mini UHF.
Oh Lord, yeah, TNC, mini UHF, and then the SMA, and what's the other? Yeah, there's another one too.
All right, well, great to hear Bill out here. I just heard Dave, but a little weak at the moment. Pick it up, Bill. Hey, come on, man, get in here.
Morning, Dave. I don't know if he's hearing me. I don't have a real good signal on him, but I got an ID. I think I forgot the ID. Kilo 1 Whiskey India Lima. And yeah, go ahead, guys. Pick it up there. No problem.
Well, good morning, Bill. I hear you. Not super strong, but you know I'm on a Yaesu 3000. I can hear gnats under buffalo turds in Africa.
Bill, you're 15 over now.
Yeah, it's way, you're strong, Art's strong, and Dominic, he's up there really good, and Dave's the only one that's down a little bit, but band will pick up here.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since the last time we've talked, or you talked to us in the group, Frank has got an ANAN.
I think Frank, right before I had to get back to work, I think he, I talked to him on the ANAN. I knew it sounded really good.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you talked to him or not.
And I think Paul got an ANAN, or no, he got a Flex, that's right.
Right.
And for QNT, well, just in case, I don't think I ID'd when I first came in.
Well, you don't have to.
I had 8 minutes or something like that after I came in or something. I don't know, 10 minutes.
Here you go, Bill. Here's the rumble.
It's a rumble in the jungle.
Yeah, well, I'm right up against 179, but I'm eating into the IMD that he's got.
Is that a little better?
I looked over, I narrow up a little bit. I was running 3.5. I thought I better pull it down to 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to 3. Just wanted you to hear this.
There, is that a little stronger, Art?
I hear you, Bill. Art, Dave extra, that's a little better.
He must have went to get a cup of coffee. As long as you can hear me, Dominic, I know I'm okay.
Roger, I'm the furthest one. I am the goalpost. Good morning, Dave.
That's right. I wasn't tuned up. I was still tuned for 80, and I just flipped the switch on the tuner to 40, so I was speaking into about a 10 to 1 SWR.
No one noticed, Dave. You're 10 over.
All right. I love a Drake amplifier. They're awful damn forgiving.
Oh, is that the L4B?
The L7.
Oh.
Well, I've got both.
Yeah, Dave, those Drake amplifiers.
Yes, sir.
They could take a pounding and have a cigarette afterwards.
That's right.
And make you a sandwich.
Don't even break a sweat.
Stir my eggs.
Yeah.
Boy, Art, I got a bad visual when you said that.
Oh, man.
So I've got my spot cleared on the desk here, Art. It's all ready. Now we just wait.
Using Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's right. Latrobe, the home of Rolling Rock.
No. Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer, Mr. Rogers, the birthplace of Banana Split and Rolling Rock beer.
I'm no golfer, but you know, I used to drink Rolling Rock.
Oh yeah, when I was young Dave, that was I had to support our local brewery.
Hey, Bill, the better half, Penny just said she used to live in New Florence.
Oh, that's pretty close to where I'm at. That's not too far.
Oh, wow. She heard me say Latrobe. She said, who lives in Latrobe? I said, Bill.
Fresh from the mountains.
Yeah, I was born and bred here, and they'll probably plant me here somewhere.
She wants to know, were you there when the flood hit?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
What year was that big flood there?
Well, there was actually 2 of them. I think back in the one in the 60s and one in the 70s, I believe that.
I believe I remember hearing about that.
What's that, Dave? 1977. She said her and her cousin ran around at people's homes and told them to evacuate because the water was coming.
I remember reading the headline about that. Oh, 10 and 11 are open. I just heard Nova Scotia and Florida and all kind of places.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the upper bands have been opening earlier.
Yeah, they kind of been dead in the afternoon, in the middle of the day, and then opening up in the evening again. I checked last night, and it was coming in from every direction.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 was hopping last night. On the way out, I just, made a peruse around the bands and heard a lot of activity on 10 after like 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah, Almet 6 opened up because 10 got short. I was here in Middle Tennessee, so that's unusual. I usually don't hear skip that short, in the 400 or 500 mile mark. I heard a guy on the coast of North Carolina too that lives near Wally.
Your power didn't go out last night?
No, Dom, knock on wood. It's rare. I mean, it happens. Usually, a pretty bad storm perhaps or something, but man, that's unreal what's going on with you down there, man. It just seems like, twice a month?
More. This past month, it's 4 times this month.
Wow.
I walk to the hydro station. This is what pisses me off.
Have you told them you want money back yet?
First, they said it'll be on at 1 o'clock. Then they called back later on. They said it'll be on at 1:30. Then they called at 1 o'clock and said it wouldn't be on until 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, Lord. And I was getting pissed. I got up out of my chair out of the front porch, and as I got up, the lights came on, the power came back on. I was like, what the hell was that all about? So it came on about 1:30 last night. And I don't know what's going on. All I know is that it's happening way too often. It's funny because it was calm, nice. It was 80 degrees, cool. Nothing was happening. It was cloudy, but nothing was happening. All of a sudden, power goes out, and then about 10 minutes later, we get like a light drizzle, and then it stopped. What the hell is that all about? They're saying it was due to weather. I was like, it drizzled. It didn't. There was no wind. There was no thunder.
That's been doing that here too, Dominic. We've been losing our power. I thought there was something wrong inside the house here, even my wife, but just our power company.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's all these Tesla charging stations popping up everywhere. After that 12th car hooks up, that's where the lights go out.
That's right. We are lucky here, man. Our power hardly ever goes out.
Same here.
I think Russia and China's playing with us.
The rest of the town could go out and I'll still have power.
Yep, rolling blackouts coming to a theater near you very soon.
Oh, I gotta find me a Lister diesel stationary engine so I can build me a nice slow-speed generator.
Hey, Dom, have you asked for money back from the power company yet?
No, but I was thinking about doing it this time because it happened so many times in the past month. I think the power has to be out for more than 4 hours or 4 days. I don't remember what the clause that was, but I'm going to check into it.
Yeah, I bet it's 4 days.
Yeah, they need to restock your refrigerator and freezer.
Yeah. Now, when the power's out, you don't pay for any power when it's off, but you still pay the monthly service. And I think the monthly service is like $14, so at least they should turn around and say, okay, we're going to give you back your $14 bucks for this month.
Yeah, tell them you want them to replace your 3 cases of Rolling Rock and all them ribeyes you had.
And all the fresh mozzarella.
Yeah.
And for QNT.
Okay, 4GZM.
KB2UKA.
I don't eat ribeyes anymore. They're not affordable. Now it's London broiled.
Oh.
K1WIL.
I had a cowboy bone-in ribeye last night at the restaurant, and clams on the half shell, and a burrata salad with the fresh mozzarella. It was good.
Well, we had ribeyes, big thick ribeyes, and stuffed portobello mushrooms. I think they were portobellos. Big stuffed mushrooms, and it was from Aldi's, and it was great.
Hey, listen to this guy, Dom. That mozzarella on the salad costs more than your London broil.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. I'll tell you what. But you know what? It's still cheaper to eat out and get steak than it is to buy it and cook yourself.
No, it ain't. Not over here.
Oh, it's cheaper to eat the steak out. You might as well just go out. You get all the fixings. If you add up all the fixings and the steak and the drink at your house, you'll see that actually going out to eat pays off.
It really does. That ribeye, I forgot how big it was, but it was $70. And I think if I would have bought that in the store, it would have been a $50 steak.
And you guys need to move, because my 1.25 inch thick ribeye was like $13 at Aldi's, and it was melt in your mouth delicious.
Oh, wow.
And if I go out here to Litchfield, Ohio, or Creston, Ohio, I can get me a half a cow for about $3.50 a pound.
When he said $70, I thought he said he went and bought a steak, a ribeye. You know, at the store for $70 or something. I really think.
Well, he said it'd be $50 in the store.
It's crazy. And this is why I want to punch President Biden in the face.
Oh, yeah. Now, you go to the high-end grocery store here, and the seasoned marinated ribeyes are $27 a pound.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't believe it either, because we don't usually go to Giant Eagle unless there's something on sale, you know, the big name brand chain store, you know. So we only go there once in a while, or for stuff, you know, I can't find nowhere else.
Have you guys looked into, because they've been very quiet about it, but I see it on my Patriot pages. Have you been hearing about all these food processing plants blowing up and burning down?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact, and I think there's something behind that.
Yeah, because about 3 months ago, our wonderful president, I believe, said we have a threat of a food shortage.
You can't have a food shortage if you have processing plants. You got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yep, and I think a plane flew into one of them, I read.
I want to know what this president and his administration are doing to keep all these bigger businesses quiet about not, supply and demand. How is it that they're not stocking anything? What's the incentive for them to keep their mouth shut? Because normally they'd be losing money out the gazoo, and they're not squawking about it. Why ain't they squawking about it?
Well, hold on. Let me see if I have it. Okay, so that's a very good question, because if you go back to the COVID mandates, the same thing happened, Dom. The federal government knew they weren't. It was unconstitutional to require masks and vaccines, so they couldn't make a federal mandate. But yet they got all these large businesses, JP Morgan, all the big banks, Walmart, etc., to all implement their own mandates. And I asked the same thing. What kind of tax break are they getting? We don't even need the government to be tyrants. They got the businesses to do it for them.
Right. And what is driving that? I mean, it's obviously something that's profitable, because they're not squawking about money they're losing because of all this stuff.
Oh, we got somebody on 82 or 81 and a half.
Yeah, let me go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, you guys moved to 79. We're up on 83. I mean, it was a 4KC gap, so now you're moving back to 181? I'm just curious.
Well, no, one of the fellas says you fellas were gone, but we originally were 3 KCs below you, but apparently you're running kind of wide.
No, we're running 3K wide. And this is KB2UKA, and you guys were great on 179, but like Art just said, you moved back up.
On the minus 63, it's a straight edge on a waterfall, but we had a 4 kc gap at the time. You guys were on 179. So now, sure, you're going to hear something if you're moving back to 181, and we're on 180.
Art and I are down there. These guys are dicks.
I'll switch back now. Well, we'll go back. We'll go back where we was. I mean, but
KB2UKA.
K1WL.
Yeah, Art's down there. I went down there. I just heard Dave. They're like, oh, we thought you guys were gone.
There's never a dull moment.
And then they said we're running wide. I'm 3K. Some of you guys are 3.5, but they were on 179 and everything was fine.
Yeah, the guy said he thought we left, and that's why. There's just something about when someone's on the radio, it's like they have to be on their same channel all the time. I guess they just feel out of place if they just see a different number on their display, like they can't exist. So, I guess they're like, feet in the ground, always on 181, and they can't have it any other way. So now they move down a couple of KCs, and now all of a sudden they have to go back to 181 out of the clear blue. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, it was all that art guy's fault. That was funny. He's accusing you, and it wasn't you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 3.4, but we had a 4 KC gap, so I figured we were okay. And then all of a sudden they sweep back into 181.
Right, and when he said that, I hit the menu button and looked, and it's like, oh, I'm still in the 4K wide mode. It was me, so I jumped in and apologized. He was jumping all over you, and I'm like, whoa, it ain't Art, it's me.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, go ahead.
The band is shifted like from winter time to summer now, and during the morning here, it's good for a little bit, but about 9 o'clock, I start losing you guys up in the north. And then about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Art, the band comes back around like it used to in the morning. It happens at night now.
Oh, yeah.
KB2UKA. I'll be right back.
Now, and it's crazy. We hear each other at night. It used to be, like now it seems to be okay. I hear you real good, Dom, but yeah, this is rare. And normally the last 3-4 weeks, I can't even hear you at this time.
Yeah, it's 7:30 now.
Yeah, it's I figured the leaves coming onto the trees too will have a little bit of effect on that.
That's funny. Now he's wondering if anybody else knows that they're there. Well, if their dials aren't stuck with a wood screw through them, they should be able to find them.
Isn't it unbelievable? I just, what is it with guys and frequencies, man? I lose it over this. It's like, well, I mean, why is it in their mindset that they have to be on the same frequency every day? It just doesn't make sense.
It's territorial, I guess. The alpha male. I don't know. I noticed that the other day there was a guy. All he had to do was QSY. There was like a couple of guys talking QSY down to KC at 2, and it would have been out of the band test. And he's like, well, I got like 10 people here, so I don't know what it'd be like to move 10 people. It's like, what does he mean, move 10 people? All you gotta do is turn that dial 2 KCs down, and there you are. I'm sure when they turn on that radio, they're gonna hear all the squeaking going on, and they're gonna tune to you anyway.
Well, they make it sound like they're getting a U-Haul and hauling their furniture, dinging that 3 blocks down the road.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now here's a good example. Look at the guy transmitting now, right? I mean, you're talking about wide and dirty, but oh, dare us to go down there and make mention. A guy who just transmitted about 30 seconds ago, he's wide as a barn, IMD shooting up the band about 6 KCs.
Oh, I believe it. He's the one that was, when he came up, we heard him. I know the one guy. I don't know him. I've heard him on the air before. I guess the older guy, and I didn't hear the other guys talk, but the one guy I've heard before, and he usually hangs out down on the other part of the band. down on the lower part of the band, so I don't know. I didn't know he used this frequency up here too.
I guess we're on a little earlier than normal, but man, it is just a tough go to find a spot these days. I'll tell you, this band is getting really crowded.
First come, first serve.
Well, that's what it's all about.
I'm getting a cup of coffee. I'll be back. KB2UKA.
W4DO. You know, we paid the same amount of money for radios. We pay the same taxes. And first come, first serve. That's the way I see it. I've never, even for nets, I don't understand. The whole idea is the net to see if you have communications during an emergency. The South Coast net is to provide assistance to mobiles around the country, you know, which is a cool net. And then you have Maritime Net up on 14300. That's for vessels out at sea. You know, they should have, and they used to have, alternative frequencies. I know the net down on 75 we have has an alternative 40-meter frequency in case 75 doesn't work out. The whole idea of the net is to practice the communications amongst each other for such occurrences. So I don't get it. Now, they have a lot of rag Q nets on 40 here. That's fine. But still, you should be if you're a net, you should be practicing the same feature. You should have an alternative frequency to go to. And they don't do that. They just simply don't do it, and they call themselves a net.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. That's how some of these cliques or groupies or whatever you want to call it, groups, say they call themselves, they name themselves something, and then try to establish the same frequency because now they have a title, and then they feel like it's their frequency. No one else can use it or touch it. And that's where I come up with that analogy. I didn't see the no trespassing signs on my pan adapter.
Yeah, the argument falls on deaf ears with me as soon as they say they've been someplace for so many years. I've been a ham for at least 30 years myself. I really don't want to hear that stuff. It's like, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. You need to turn around and go back to what it used to be. If the frequency's in use, it's in use. You go off a couple of KCs, upper, plus or minus. That's why they always say plus or minus a frequency when it comes to a net. It's stop the BS.
Well, there's a new question on the general exam that basically says if you've been on frequency for 25 years or longer, it's yours.
No,
KB2UKA, I'm back.
Hopefully that's a true false question.
Yeah, it better be.
It the wrong way. And for QAT at the 40.
KB2UKA, back in there.
Now we got somebody above us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got our local air show going on this weekend.
That's art.
You're on 183 and you're crashing the passband.
All right, sir. We'll certainly take note of that. What you on 185?
Yeah, we're a group of us are on 183. So of course you're transmitting just about 2.7, 2.9, and you're right into passband.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll move back down, and hopefully you guys can move up one more, and we'll have a little elbow room for all of us. Thank you. 7-3 and 4QNT. I'll go back down too.
Roger. K1UB, and I'm going to QSY.
Hopefully now move up one and give a little buffer.
Yep, and he said he's going to QSY.
Yeah, the station attacks and if the frequencies and you hear everybody talking.
Oh my goodness, yeah, just an agitator, that's all that is.
Hey, that's like me and
or no receiver. Maybe he has his AF gain all the way to the left and he's still transmitting.
Wait,
So that's for Maytag.
Yeah, it's probably Frank.
Frank.
Frank?
Francis.
We're calling you out, Frank. Now he has to keep score who he might have got first. I guess it was me.
I don't know if it was him or not, but all I know is the timing and the weak signal. I could barely hear them, and I know Frank's been using the cover of the band to turn around and camouflage himself.
Yeah, Frank, we're calling you out.
At the 40 and 4QNT.
Yeah, 4GZN.
Yeah, I'm blaming Frank just in case. W4DOM.
KB2UKA. It's always Frank's fault.
Art, it's like that time me and Wally were talking here. I don't know, it was about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe back in the winter or fall. We were talking along, and then all of a sudden, man, you hear this old, you could tell he was an old guy, keying up and hollering, and you could tell he was tuning and, speaking into the mic and watching his meter, and then he let up and he hollered for his buddy, and the whole time we're going, hey, the frequency's in use. Well, after about 3 minutes or longer, finally he goes, oh, I started transmitting before I turned my volume up. I didn't know anybody was here.
I thought you were talking about Frank.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I thought that was funny. I started transmitting before I turned my volume up.
Yeah, you should have seen him when he called CQ.
Who's that?
The same guy. He's calling CQ. He's like, damn, the band is dead. His volume's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you missed us, Bill?
Oh, yeah. Think about it, guys. Yeah, that's for sure. You know how it is for me, though, through the summer months, Dominic.
Yeah, I figured I'd shoot you an email last night, and they're still in the boxes. I was asking for a friend.
Yeah, they're still packed up in the boxes.
Okay, and you know who the friend was, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was Art. His stuff is still in the boxes.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Well, it's out. It's on the shelf. They're out of the box, but technically they're not hooked up.
Wait, what?
I said they're out of the box. I mean, I took my ANAN sitting on a bench here, and it's out of the box.
Is it just the ANAN, or the amp is out of the box too?
No, I still got the amp in the box.
That's a good place for it. Nice, safe and sound, no scratches, no dust. I mean, it'll be pristine perfect when it's ready for operation.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to have a Sunsdr for sale soon.
Oh.
Hey, when I kill over, you'll probably, guys, you'll have to get a hold of my wife there because everything will probably be brand new.
So, do we buy it for what you told her you bought it for, or what it's actually worth?
I told her fair market value.
What's that meme? My biggest fear is dying, and my wife selling my equipment for what I told her it's worth.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful of that.
What's up, Sam?
You gotta watch you don't find the slips. That's that's like the kiss of death.
Oh yeah, just get it shipped to the office.
Yeah, she's gonna get wise to that. W4DOM.
Hey, 4GZN.
KB2UKA.
K1WIL.
Cameron, see you carrying boxes to go.
And 4QNT.
I'm gonna step out back, have a smoke, guys. I'll be right back. W4DOM.
Yeah.
You know what the worst nightmare could be? That you had to go away on business trip for a few days and you come back and everything, all your boxes are gone and your wife had a garage sale.
Oh, God.
Art.
What was that, Dave?
Well, nothing yet. Have you ever read any underground comics?
No, I haven't. It's been a long time since I had any comic in my hand.
I thought maybe, when you were in college, you might have read, Zap Comics or the Freak Brothers or some of them.
No, just Mad Magazine, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't buy them at the regular comic book store. You had to go to the head shop, the record shop.
Remember Tower Records?
Oh, yeah. We had a Peaches here.
I bought a good Bad Company album from a place like that.
All right.
Art, when you lived in New York, you were very little, right?
Yeah, Doug. For me, we're looking at 7 years old was the last time I remember my block. The snow, bike riding, kids playing, all that. That was about it. But the surrounding area, a little bit. I remember some stuff, some stores. But yeah, 7 is when we moved down to South Florida.
Okay, but Dom, you'll remember. Dom, you remember Route 110 in Huntington? It runs north and south.
I think he went out to have a smoke.
Oh, okay. So I'm driving down Route 110 last night, which is a major road on Long Island. It goes through multiple towns, and it goes through Huntington, which is like one of the biggest towns here. And it's 2 lanes each way. And it's all businesses. Oh, God, my wife and I easily counted 15 vacant buildings, all empty. When I was a kid, they were all different businesses. But the reason I'm saying this is we were just talking about the record stores and the head shops, Tower Records and all that. It appears that those are the businesses that are coming back because it's got nostalgia built into it and people want to go in there.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right, Doug. There is something to it, right? The nostalgic effect, and people are. I mean, look at the vinyls, right? All of a sudden, vinyls are making a comeback. It was first with the USB hookup to a PC, and now just outright good quality turntables are making a comeback, and they're printing vinyls again.
Yep. I was in a clothing store up here called Tilly's. They're national, and not only do they have vinyls, they're bringing cassette tape back.
If I hold on to my bell bottoms, do you think I'll come back?
Yeah, those bell bottoms will be back, Bill. No problem. I think they were back in the late '80s again, so they'll bring them back again.
That and platform shoes?
Only if they have a goldfish tank in the base of the shoe.
Yeah, what basketball player was wearing those around?
Somebody's in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, the kangaroo in the igloo. Hey there, brother. It's great to hear you. Victor, Sam 3, Zulu, Sugar Zulu.
Sugar Zulu. Good morning, Sam. Sounding good up here, about 5 and 7. In here with a bunch of fellas. I'm assuming they'll hear you. Art, do you have a copy on Sam?
Good morning, Andy, too. That's great to hear you, too.
I don't. I barely hear something in there in the noise, but I hear his voice. I can detect it's Sam, but can't make out any words here at the moment.
Yeah, same here.
I got him. Is he talking?
Yeah, he's still going.
With Ken with mixers and stuff, he's got a network, that they're going to know now. People are going to pick up the phone. You do. I laughed with it. Yeah, not 16, secret school about that. Now everybody knows.
Where's he located?
I don't know anymore. He was in Canada, but I think he's in the U.S.
Been going back actually quite some years. I could get into that. I right, just about that. So, and also about tapes and everything on it. That's been searching for actually as long as actually 10, 15 years it's been building. So, and the magnitude, KB2UKA.
Yes, frequencies in use.
3
Oh, wow, Sam. Sam, the QSB's starting to get the best of you on my end. Dom, do you have a copy?
Yeah. Hey, Sam, this is Whiskey 4 Delta Oscar Mike Dominic. Good morning.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning. Yeah, it's a shame that the band isn't perfect between. It's a bit longer than half distance there for me and back. EESDRv3, good to hear, fella.
Roger. Sam, did you do something to your audio? Because you're real muffled.
Okay, let me have a look. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too, Sam. Sam, where are you located again?
There we go. Yeah. I had it set up differently and I forgot to change things around a bit. On the turbo code, that's part of the big bloody...
I'll be right back in for Q&T.
Okay. Sam, what's the QTH again? Okay, Roger. Yep. And because if I remember correctly, it might have been last summer you were transmitting from the U.S. for a while, right?
Yeah, I was actually transmitting from the back of Maine. I was in the Quebec portion of the mountains in the Appalachian corridor. I was up there operating for about 2.5, 3 months about. And I was 750 feet above sea level, and man, that was, I was working South Africa every morning on 15, and
Ooh, there's a big one.
being up that hard and fight.
A tuna.
All right, Roger. Well, good to hear you. You could stick around. We're just throwing it back and forth. Yeah, Dave, I heard the tuna.
Zero beat. Good morning, gentlemen. 2QQF.
Yeah, we've been calling you out.
Oh, no, Frank. Frank, did you see the message in Signal last night?
Wait a minute, what happened?
I ordered an ANAN.
I know, congratulations, man. I was getting caught up yesterday. Sorry, I was doing stuff. I'm so bad at Signal, but awesome. Congratulations, man. Can't wait.
I'll trade you
Wait
3
about 2
T-bones,
weeks, you'll have it.
2 bone-in ribeyes, and a 10-pound sack of taters for that son.
Hello, Frank.
Well, Dave, maybe we could work out a deal. I love me some potatoes.
Hey, Frank.
How much
Yes,
was
sir.
that?
Speaking of Signal, did you get that last photo I sent you about, 4 or 5 days ago?
On Signal or the other one?
No, on Signal. I sent you a photo of a classy lady.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody mentioned something about classy ladies,
Yes, I remember.
so I sent that one to you.
Which one was it? Was it with the one in the black or the white?
The mother, the one sitting up, the one in the black's the daughter.
Yeah, I like the daughter.
Well, yeah, but we're not 30 no more.
Well, I'm closer to 30 than, I don't know how old. No. Very pretty, both of them.
Well, I was 30 when I was dating her.
I'll be 42 in 12 days.
Oh, my God.
All right, I only got you by 20 years.
You're still a young man. You're just a young chicken.
I am. I'm like a spring chicken in the winter.
You are. You are. Definitely without that. I'm 67.
That's great. Yep, 42. My wife is 34, though.
Oh, mine's 7 years younger than me.
Now, Doc, you've had to.
Spring chicken, she's not so springy no more, though.
Tell your wife how much. Well, now that you've said this on the air, you're going to have to tell her the real value.
Oh, yes, there is definitely value there. A lot of value added, Sam.
Yeah. There should be a 2 and a 0 added.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, everything happens for a reason, and everything's good up here. Everything's good. It's only a number. The age. Age is only a number.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, that's for sure. Man, oh man, I tell you, Frank is sounding like Walter Cronkite. He's sounding like Voice of America.
Frank, did you start the antenna?
No, not yet, Doug. I not want to drag my feet, but I got my gazebo coming today, and I got to get that in place because I have, I got to get it up before Father's Day because I have family coming over from my house. So I got to make sure everything is done there, and then I'll put the antenna up after that. So in about 2 weeks or so.
All right, cool. Now you're gonna elevate it, correct?
Yeah, it's gonna be elevated up on the mast. I got all the material pretty much ready to roll. I just gotta get to digging. I mean, it's the only thing I gotta do is get cement and all that. That's easy stuff. But it's not that much. Once I get the hole set, I'm probably gonna prep the hole this week and get that done. And once I got that done, I'm good to go.
What antenna are you putting up, Frank?
The big IR vertical by Stepper.
Oh. How high is that?
It's going to be mounted about 8 to 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, and how long is the vertical?
33 feet.
Okay, so you're specifically for 40 meters, right?
Well, 40 through 6. It moves. The beryllium tape inside moves and it adjusts freeze frequency.
Oh, it's a motorized one. I see. So it's a stepper vertical instead of a stepper beam. Holy moly.
Yeah, I've ran one before, Sam. They're great.
Are they good in winter?
Yeah, I had it in Connecticut for about 3 years before we moved back to New York. It handles it fine.
Oh, wow. Well, and it handles power and everything, too.
Yeah, what's it rated for, Frank?
3,000 whiskey.
Oh, yeah, it'll handle everything.
Oh, well, you're only running, 500 watts, Frank?
So you got to run 1,000 watts less every time, Prince?
Dominic, I was just going to ask, were you on frequency?
Yes. Good morning, Prince.
Good morning. It's like you read my mind. What about Art? Is he around too?
Art stepped out for a second, but top of the hour here, I am going to step out as well. So, gentlemen, have a fantastic day. Frank, Sam, Dom, Bill, Art, if you're in there. 73, guys.
Hi, Doug.
Oh, Dave's. I knew I was forgetting someone, and the loudest one.
Good day, Dave. Good day,
All right, guys. Guys, you have a fantastic day. Take care. Later, Matt.